Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. I'll begin by saying thank you to all the law enforcement officers, local, state, and federal in Northwest Florida who participated in last night's chase and standoff. In the Panhandle of Florida, we take crime seriously and work together to make sure those who pose threats to our citizens are brought to justice. For a week now in the national news, we've seen surveillance videos of the duo and heard of Blake Fitzgerald and Brittany Harper, who have caused multiple crime sprees across multiple states. Images of robbing businesses at gunpoint and taking hostages. Last night at approximately 7:56 p.m., dispatch received a phone call that Famous Footwear located at the University Town Plaza was robbed at gunpoint. I apologize for reading this entire statement, but you'll notice as we go on further that this is a pretty convoluted and detailed story, and so we wanted to get as accurate a timeline for you as we could. Witnesses told deputies that a white male and white female walked into the store and began shopping. The white male then walked up to the sales counter, pointed a gun at the clerk, and demanded money. The female continued to shop for shoes and socks. At 9:44, an Escambia County deputy spotted the same vehicle matching the description given by witnesses at the toll plaza on Pensacola Beach. Deputies pursued the suspect vehicle as it fled towards Gulf Breeze, Florida. The suspects then drove over the 3-mile bridge, entering Escambia County once again. The suspects then went east on Gregory Street and then traveled northbound on the 110. At 9:52, the vehicle exited at Brent Lane and then traveled east on Bayou Boulevard. A few minutes later, law enforcement lost sight of the suspect vehicle when they turned eastbound on 12th Avenue in the city of Pensacola. Both the Pensacola Police Department and the Escambia County Sheriff's Office circulated the area looking for the suspects. At 10:16, the suspect's vehicle was spotted turning south on Firestone Boulevard. The vehicle was located in a driveway at a home located in the 700 block of Connell Drive. The suspects had exited the vehicle and fled the scene on foot. Units from the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, Pensacola Police Department, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, and the Gulf Breeze Police Department searched the area. During this time, many residences were searched and citizens gave descriptions of the suspects and the direction they were seen going. At 12:25, Escambia County deputies were advised by residents at a home on Whitney Drive that they had been held hostage inside their home by the two suspects. They advised the deputies that the duo took their red truck. 10 minutes later, the stolen truck was located on the 110 eastbound, traveling across the interstate bridge, heading towards Santa Rosa County. The Florida Highway Patrol and the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office were advised of this information. At 12:41, the stolen truck exited the I-10, at exit 26 and continued southbound on Garcon Point Road. Then at 12:45, the stolen truck turned westbound on Saragon Lane, and units blocked off this entire area and set up a perimeter. An armed standoff ensued for approximately 15 minutes. The suspects refused to surrender. They then attempted to exit the vehicle and enter an occupied dwelling. At 12:52, the ECSO units advised that shots had been fired. Fitzgerald was pronounced dead at the scene, and Harper was wounded and was taken into custody and transported to a local hospital. Again, I would like to thank members of the law enforcement community in Northwest Florida, both our local and federal officers who participated in this, who helped us bring justice to Northwest Florida. I would also advise the media that it was the Escambia County Sheriff's Office deputies that were engaged in the actual firing of weapons in Santa Rosa County. To the best of our knowledge, it was only officers from Escambia County that returned fire. And with that, I'll turn it over to Mr. Evans.
Thank you, Sheriff. I'd like to join with the Sheriff in thanking the various law enforcement agencies that participated and cooperated in this matter. We had the Pensacola Police Department, Game and Fish Commission, the Santa Rosa Sheriff's Office, the U.S. Marshal's Office, and perhaps others as well, of course, the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. The cooperation by law enforcement and our office throughout Northwest Florida is excellent, and I believe that that is one of the reasons that we have been able to be effective and efficient in this matter. The woman involved is in the process of being charged with home invasion robbery, false imprisonment, and grand theft auto. She currently is in the Sacred Heart Hospital It's my understanding, although I'm not absolutely sure, that her injuries consist of injuries to her leg and ankle. The sheriff's office has armed guards, and we are in the process of arresting her on those charges. Our office is also working with other law enforcement agencies, including the Escambia County Sheriff's Office and Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, to investigate other possible crimes. One involves a crime of robbery of Alvin's Island in Destin, Florida. Another one involves a famous footwear occurrence in Escambia County, Florida. And there's a possibility of a matter involving the Piggly Wiggly in North Escambia County, although those matters remain under investigation, and it will be necessary to gather additional information. We have some conflicting evidence as it relates to the Piggly Wiggly matter in North Escambia. As I'm sure you can understand, because these matters remain under investigation and prosecution, the sheriff and I will be somewhat limited in the information that we can provide to you.